Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are on the air. So if somebody lets me know whether they can hear me or not, that'd be great and wonderful. I see Craig Thor is asking whether I'm on the air yet or not. No, I wasn't, but I am now. And you should be able to hear me, hopefully. And Mike is on. Thank you, Henry Nelson. I appreciate that. Kevin Haynes says, I hear you. Okay, great. We're good. Loud and clear. All right. Thanks, Colin. And, yep. Good to have everyone on board. And welcome, all of you. And let's start out by saying welcome to our moderators, of course. Arizona Snowman is in the house. Piggy is here as well. I did not see Paulzilla. I think he's taking some time off. He's been having some trouble there with his mom, who they diagnosed as having pneumonia or something like that, and giving her treatments, and she should be back home pretty quick. So that's all good there. And sneaked it in, Sarah Miles. We seen you sneaked it in there. And all good though. You can. Anyway, so I haven't seen C&D Boy yet, but I'm sure he'll be along very quickly. And Old Mummy of Hamsters says oink, and hi Doc and my lovely lava family, and thank you. All right, so first person in today was Juliet, so she gets the wonderful cookies, and thank you for being speedy, Juliet. That's pretty awesome, and glad you got the cookies there. And too bad James Bong didn't get here early. He could have had cookies too. But you know, I do set out the cookies all over the place. Hi from Phoenix, Arizona. Zazu, welcome. And I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm actually located in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, about 1,830 miles north of Phoenix. So a little ways to the north. And all good. Anyway, looking at the screen, we're seeing Etna as it was at just about 1 p.m. After that, things got clouded over again, so it is all right though, and we are okay with that. If we move that ahead a little bit time-wise, we see the clouds did roll in and cause that. And no, this is Mount Etna in Sicily. This is not Alaska. Please do not confuse it with that one up there, or those other ones in Alaska. Anyway, that is one view. This is kind of another view there. If we back it up a little bit more, you can see a little bit more of the actual volcano. There it is. And that was from just before noon Sicily time, and that's what it looked like. So pretty awesome. No, this is not Alaska, Craig Thor. This is Mount Etna in Sicily. It sure does look like Alaska though, doesn't it? And you'd almost swear it was. Yeah, a hint should be Sicily walking down on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. So pretty awesome. Other views, if we back it up a little bit more, we can see what the other ones look like that guy there. Not bad from the other side, but do see a lot of snow on that mountain, and that I think is a little bit unusual for this time of year. So and here's another a view from Etna, kind of the same scenario where we're seeing a lot of snow still built up there. So hopefully they're not going to have any flooding or anything like that if it melts real quick. And yeah, it always happens. You know, it happens here. If we get real hot weather real quick, then we end up with very high rivers and all kinds of areas flooding all at once, and a gradual warm-up is always better than a very, very quick warm-up. So anyway, having said all that, Etna is doing all right. Wanted to get over and have a look at our wonderful Ragnar, and unfortunately weather conditions weren't the best there, but we will have a look anyway and see what we can find. And let's see, doing my thing, and there is Ragnar on the screen, of course, and you can see it there. I'm just trying to get one of the other things that was offline here going again so we can look at it as well. Anyway, let me get back into the right place here so we can have a look. And of course, in the back there, you see our wonderful Ragnar. It's doing its thing, and we like seeing what it's doing. If we slide over a little bit, we can't see anybody on the trail. It's way, way too dark and too muddy. There might be some people up walking along, but we can't even see them. And even when we change views here, there's a couple a little bit lighter, but nothing major as we're scrolling through the day. And they did have some pretty bad weather there, so as you can see, I'm scrolling through it now, so dark frames, everything. So they did have some poor quality weather, and I think that's about the lightest we can see there with our wonderful Ragnar up top. And also looking over at the side of the Not Haggy here, that's the area where that lava stream was coming in, as well as this one into Not Haggy. So there's kind of the two. Pretty cool, pretty awesome. I did have the other view up here, and I was trying to figure out where the heck they're looking with that now. And lo and behold, they're looking at the hill. This is where people are climbing up, and this is the ridge, of course, and this is the pretty heavy-duty climb here to get up. And it doesn't look as steep on here as it does in person, I'll tell you. It is a little on the heavy-duty side. Anyway, what you see here is parking lot number 3 in the background. And that is what that view is, and that's basically from the same location, Bargafjall, and it's up on that same mountain. If we slide down, we can see into Not Haggy, and if we slide over, we can actually see where the berm is on the end here, which is kind of a nice picture to be able to see. So, and of course the cameras that were, MBL had their camera right about there, and you know, as I was standing in front of it, that's kind of what we were looking at. Anyway, I thought I'd throw that one in for you guys, just so you can kind of see what we were looking at, and looks pretty awesome. And you can see I walked all the way around the bottom edge here, which is pretty awesome. It was quite a hike, but we liked it, and you can see, and the height here, you know, it's always interesting. People say, well, you know, it's flat. It doesn't look like you could just walk out on it. That is about 5 or 6 meters high. So yeah, if you want to climb up 15-20 feet, you can get up on top of the lava, but I don't recommend it. Definitely not. Anyway, looks pretty cool, and I thought I'd share that one with you guys as well. So there's the big ridge again, and of course they no longer show the well, I guess in this shot they wouldn't have showed it anyway, but a little further on is where the tower used to be. I don't know if it's still up there. And let's see, I'm trying to keep up to what's going on. Aloha, what's new in Iceland? If you take a listen, you'll hear. This is what we're looking at right now. And that is actually still pretty awesome to be able to see. that berm, which they never really even needed, because it didn't even make it over the little hump here. So didn't even hit the berm as far as the lava is really concerned. And for those who are curious, the drinking stone is over here somewhere. Right about there, I think. It's hard to see on this picture. It might be back a little bit further. Somewhere over on that side, anyway. Hard to see that trail. Okay, so having said all that, let us go back. We've seen this one, and we do see our wonderful Ragnar there, and that is pretty awesome. It's got some bad weather, and it is not erupting, unfortunately. And let's go over to our harmonic tremor chart, and we will look at that, and then I will say hi to everyone since we have a few more people in now, and that will save me some trouble. And you notice that chart, not very happy looking. It is still broken. It looks like somebody tried to kick it again today, and we don't see anything major or new happening on here. If we go up, we see these other ones are in fact all the way over towards the line. That's not what's happening here. So in lieu of this, we will go down and take a look at the Grindavik one, since it is fairly similar, just not quite the same level. So whoop, there, that should be Grindavik right there. We'll see if we can line that up just a little better. Come on, get the name on there at least. Okay, good enough. And we see some of it was going down, some of it was going up, and this one was going down. So some pretty violent activity, I think, with a lot of up and down motion. We are seeing a spike here, so we'll probably have an earthquake somewhere in the area that would have been sizable. There was another one here, slightly taller. We did see this one yesterday, but we're not going to worry about that. So there's one very close to midnight, Iceland time, and then another one here about 24 hours later, but not quite as intense. On the graph, that just means it may not have been as close. So pretty cool, and we like it. And let's see if we scroll that back up first, I think, and then I will put it back onto a picture of something or other. Whoop, how come we're down one click here? Oh, I messed it up. Oh, I got it. Perfect. All right. So that looks pretty awesome, you guys. We will have a look at the earthquakes shortly. Gonna go say hi to everyone. Of course, already said hi to our wonderful moderators. So let's start out. We've got Codyzilla is here, of course. Loot Mule in the house, Sarah Miles, Kevin Haynes, Sherry Hewitt, Henry Nelson. We got Codyzilla, Juliet, of course, who got the cookies today, and Craig Thor 64. Welcome. Kate is back. Sarah Miles made it in. Tracy Bills is here. Welcome. And Codyzilla, of course, again. Paul Williams is here. Sherry Hewitt, good to see all of you. Going up a little bit more, we got Loot Mule. Lisa P. Frampton in the house. Good to see you, Lisa. Going up a little bit more. Did I say Tracy Bills? I think so. And Sherry Hewitt, we got James Bong, who we gave a stack of cookies to there, just because he was not the cookie guy today. And going up a little bit more, Sue Hayes is in the house. Welcome. And going up a little bit more to see who else. Did we say Paul Williams? Okay. I gotta keep track of who I said already. Brain's going too fast here. Going up a little bit further and looking to see who else snuck in. CVet69, welcome back. We got Loot Mule already, welcome. And Old Mummy of Hamsters and Tom Truelove, welcome you guys. Going up some more to look and see. So we got all our good members here. Colin Deadman, welcome. Glad to have you back. And going up a little more, Trev T back in the house. Good to see you, Trev. And let's see, we got Juliet. And going up, Zazu, welcome. It's a new name to me, and glad to have you on board. Going up a little bit more to see who else snuck in. Scott Hartman did. Welcome, Scott. And who else? Going up. And we will see who else. We got Grandma B in there. Welcome, Grandma B. We got Scott. There we go. And Old Mummy of Hamsters already in. And looking for more names here. And I think I'm just about at the top. I am at the top. I can't get up any higher there. So, of course, I got everybody on the list there so far. I'm sure there are people that I missed, like Tetra, who just got in there. And, of course, Alba Girl. Let's see, Great Fulham 3. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Frank McLeod. Dave Crook. Welcome. And let's see, did I miss anyone else? I think I got most of you. If I did miss your name, like Bill Paget, please let me know. And I will try to correct the error of my ways by saying hi to you as well. Anyway, I think I got most of you wonderful people in there, and glad to have all of our Lava family on board doing our thing. And I see we have 74 in the channel, or in the stream, only 41 likes, so wow, that's pretty low, guys. What's going on? We're trying to get up to 100, you know that, or 150 or something. So, hey, Dodger in the house as well. Good to see you. Okay, let's carry on with the earthquakes. And of course, this is what we're seeing on the screen right now, one of the earthquake maps. And you may notice we have a couple larger spots here, which are interesting. And you got one out here at Astja, and then you got some more stuff up top here. So let's start out with the little cluster that is up here. Apparently 5 of them all in the same area. These are all between 7 and 12 kilometers down, and all around that same 4 to 6 o'clock in the morning type range is what I noticed. And that's kind of what that 1.1 is there. That we had the 1.3, the 1.2, 5:40 a.m., 9.6 kilometers down, that kind of thing. So that's kind of what that little swarm of 5 is all by itself, and kind of odd, but we'll live with it. Then we have this little 1.5 all on its own. Not sure why he's all there, all lonely. Anyway, 13:12 p.m. So 1:12 p.m. 7.5 kilometers down for that 1.5. So not anything to write home about. Makes you wonder why it's there by itself, though. And let us zoom in here to Astja, into this area, and we right off the bat see a 2.2. And want to see how deep that is. 3.8 kilometers. Happened at 1:46 a.m. today, Iceland time. And that's pretty good quake for right there. We also had this 1.4, 3.2 kilometers down. And that one was 35 minutes after midnight. So just very early in the day. And Astya, of course, is on the list of volcanoes that could possibly go kaboom, um, or at least do something or other, erupt. Anyway, looking at Grimsvatn and Bardabunga area, we don't see any quakes there at all. But we do know that we had, when we look down here, nothing at Katla, but when we look over in the Hekla area, and I'm not sure if I want to attribute this to Hekla or whether this is somebody else, because it is a couple mountain ranges away. Hekla is here, and this is in the next set over. So looking at what we've got there, 1.9 happened, actually these happened yesterday, 1910, 7.2 kilometers down for that 1.9. This 2.2, this was also yesterday at 1910, 4.8 kilometers down, and this guy here 4.5 kilometers down, and that one was today though, 13:55 or 1:55 p.m. Iceland time for that 2.1. So those are interesting, but makes you wonder, because like I said, Hekla is a little further away, so maybe we'll have something in a different volcano. Zooming in, this is fairly new. I hadn't seen this guy before, so we're going to take a quick look and see how deep it is. Only 0.6 of a kilometer down, so 600 meters underneath the ground. Happened 22 minutes after midnight, and a 1.1. It being by itself, I'm not going to think that there might be something else. If he had friends, I think they would have ulterior motives, but we're good for now. Let's go over in this direction, and we did have a few here that we wanted to look at. So this one, of course, this is kind of, I don't know exactly what area that is, because it's kind of in between a bunch of them and on top of one. So this one here, 4:24 a.m., 3.6 kilometers down, 1.9. This 2, oh, hang on. Why is it giving me the 1.9, not the 2? There we go, 2, 3, just about 4 kilometers down, 4:24 a.m. and 2, magnitude 2. And then we had a couple other ones in here as well. 4:24, same time, 2 kilometers down for that 1.4. And then we had another 1.1, just slightly ajar here, 4:28, so same time area, 4.3 kilometers down. For that 1.1. So they're all about the same distance down, and that makes you wonder what's moving underneath there to cause multiple quakes. Very interesting, and definitely going to have to look further in the future and see what happens. So that's those. We don't have anything else major happening here on our Reykjanes Peninsula. For those who are not familiar with Iceland, this is Reykjavik, the capital city of Iceland, and of course down here on the end, this is where your Keflavik airport is, the town of Keflavik. Then you got Reykjanesbær, and then you got Njarðvík, and then if we go over here, you can kind of sort of see Grindavik right there. And if we zoom in a little bit, there's your Blue Lagoon and the power plant. Just to help you out with where we're located there. We'll show you where the actual volcano is right away, but we don't need to do that just yet. Okay, let's look at this one. 1402, 5.4 kilometers down for that 1.2 magnitude. And again, these are areas that they're taking steam from for generating heat. So lots of hot area there. This one is 10 kilometers down, happened at 12 noon, and a 1.5 as far as magnitude. So that kind of gives you what's going on according to this particular map. And I was trying to look at some of the other ones, and if we go to the other maps, like this one here, it showed a little bit different scenario. I don't know if I want to refresh it or not. I could, but I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference time-wise. There wasn't anything new. These are the older ones that we had in the past, and of course we already looked at that guy out there, and possibly this guy here. Just loading that up. 0.9, 10 kilometers down, 9:39 a.m. So pretty interesting. And then of course the other one just showed that one at Astya, whereas we actually have 3 sitting here. So we have this 1.4, 3 kilometers down, 6:35 a.m. This one 7:46 a.m. 4 kilometers down for that 2.2, and then we had that little tiny 0.6, 3 kilometers down at 9:43, or just about 9:44. So we do have a little bit of activity. It is definitely worthwhile keeping an eye on it. And looking over here, usually we get some little swarms. We only have one tiny little quake here, and 1 kilometer down, 0.4 at 7:23 a.m. today, Iceland time. So not sure what that guy's about. On the other map, we didn't see anything here. I think these might be, yeah, they're from today, very early in the morning, 1:05 a.m., 0.9, 6 kilometers down, and we distinctly looked at that and didn't see anything on that first map we were looking at. This one 8 kilometers down, 0.7, and this is at 1:09 a.m. Today, of course, in Icelandic time. We see the older ones at Katla here. We did look at this one. There's another little guy here, 1.1, 1 kilometer down. Very interesting, not very deep at all. And let's just double check and review with what we've got in our area where our Ragnar is sitting. And of course we do see a few of these older spots, and this is from yesterday. That would have been at 1546, 1 in magnitude, 5 kilometers down, and that's kind of what they're like. This is a little bit fresher one here, 2317, which was actually from yesterday as well, but a 0.6 magnitude, 6 kilometers down. And then when we go and zoom in just a little bit here, Ragnar sits right about here. And from that picture that we were looking at, it was taken here, looking at Ragnar in that direction. The other picture that we were looking at was looking from here across to here, and this is where that parking lot is. So that's what we were looking at, and of course the berm and Notthagi Valley. This is not Kriki Valley, by the way, and this is Geldingadarlar. That's the name of that valley. And this is southern Meridaljer, and this is Meridaljer in this area here. And we do see some little ones, and we have this one, this was actually yesterday, 2310, 0.66 kilometers down. This guy might be today. Yep. 2:27 a.m. Also 6 kilometers down, 0.5 in magnitude. So further down than we want them to be. Another one here. Again, what is it? 1:06 a.m. at 0.9 and 6 kilometers down. That 6 seems to be a common denominator here for depth. This one also 6 kilometers down, 2:46 a.m. for that 0.7. So we are seeing a little bit of activity on that particular map. which is not listed on the other ones, and that's why we like double checking the other maps. This one looks like a surface quake, and it was 0.3 in magnitude, so something may have shifted. Who knows? Lots of things could have fallen down. Another 0.3 at 6:13 a.m. Today, and makes you wonder what those are doing, but not very big ones. So is it movement underneath? This one here is 2 kilometers down, a 0.1. Not sure what that's about. And then we had a couple more here, 4:35 a.m. for this 0.9, 5 kilometers down. And I see a couple more right along the lake edge here. This was 14:26, 8 kilometers down, 0.6 in magnitude, and of course today. So, and this one is 4:43 a.m. and 0.75 kilometers down. So we do have some activity lower down, and it makes a guy wonder what's going on underneath there, and hopefully it's magma lining itself up to go back into Ragnar. At least we would like that, wouldn't we? I would certainly like it. Okay, so having looked at those, that's wonderful, and let us take a quick trip around and see what else we can see possibly out there. And I am going to take you to Stromboli first, and since it is still working for right now, and Stromboli doesn't look too bad. We can see some stars up on the top left hand side there, and unfortunately it's not a very close-up shot, so that's what we're kind of stuck with, but it is continuing to be active. If you're looking in the thermal cams, you can actually see the little puffs going up every once in a while. So, oh, you can actually see a little bit of an eruption right there. So, looking pretty good, you guys. And that is what Stromboli is doing today. I still didn't see my Taal being online, neither one of them. And that's what I was hoping to go to next. I'm going to see if I have at least one of them up and running. No, neither one of them. Either it's a holiday there, or they're just not up and running. So we're not seeing Taal today. We can, however, go over there, and this is in Japan. That is a Sakurajima, and that is a pretty nice view. Of course, it is 8:25 a.m. there for those good folks, and that's what we're seeing. If we go to a longer shot, you can see a little bit more of the area. I guess they changed it down from there. That's a little sharper. Okay, and looks not bad. Although we don't see any major activity, and I'm not worried about it right now, although they are saying it is active, right? And you guys all know this one. I don't need to tell you that that's Mount Fuji, but you probably know. I see the snow is melting, which is really nice. And let us go to our next one, and that is Aso-san. And that is Aso-san. And just looking to see if the quality will improve. And no, the quality doesn't improve. Part of the problem that we have with this particular camera is they have the camera inside, and we're actually looking through probably a double pane of glass. That's why it's actually right in the building, from what my understanding is. And looks not so bad. So, hey, a few more people popped in, and good to see you. Linda is here, and Alba, we got you earlier there. Leo Carlson in the house. Diane Craig, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And Sarah Miles is putting on a window. Windows are okay. not Microsoft Windows. So all good. And did I miss anyone else sneaking in here? I'm sure there's people that snuck in and didn't say anything. There's always people hiding in the background, like the Doghouse DMC. I didn't see you come in. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Joao, welcome back. Good to see you. Did I say hi to Kate? Kate is here. That's okay. I think I got you earlier there. And just looking to see if I missed any other names real quick. I think I probably got most of you. If I didn't say your name, I still welcome you and glad to have you on board, like Mona Alfano or somebody like that, who snuck in and, you know, just grabbed a cookie and sat down in the back. Anyway, I love it. And so pretty cool, pretty awesome. That's our volcanoes so far today. I wanted to go over, Mars 2028, welcome, glad to have you on board. And Perfectibility 999 is here. Brian, welcome, glad to have you on board. And let's see where we are here. And yeah, slightly out of focus, but apparently that is one of the steam vents. So that's a good sign, the fact that we are still seeing steam. It means our supervolcano has not dried up, and it is pretty normal in that sense. And real good. Mona is munching away on lava cookies. And oink oink, glad to have you on board. Okay, so yeah, they're panning the camera right now. We'll see where they leave us. I don't see any good stuff yet. How come? No, I don't see no bison, no Sasquatches, and I don't see any people either. I wonder if something has happened. Hey, Luke Mule says full steam ahead. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're getting out of Yellowstone National Park. A lot of that wonderful stuff. And actually, it is break time. Kate says Pepsi time. So I am going to go. Yeah, no animal life visible right now. They all booked it out of there. It is Pepsi time, so I'm going to go take a break, you guys, and I'm going to leave you here on this one, and that way, if they swing the camera around, they'll probably turn it towards Old Faithful if that's time. On that friendly note, for those people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please do hit the like if you are enjoying the show. Also, if you're new to the show and you have not yet subscribed, or even if you've been here a bunch of times and you haven't subscribed, or you did subscribe at one point, you might want to double check and make sure that you are still subscribed. There was a funny one. I thought Craig Thor 64 or 46, sorry, making you older and you want to be Craig Thor, sorry. Craig Thor was, I don't know if he had to resubscribe or what the deal was there, but I thought he was subscribed already, and that is pretty cool. I gotta ask, are we watching Yellowstone from the early 90s? No, this is Yellowstone from right now, live as can be. Why? Is it look the same as 1990s, Cody? Just wondering. Okay. Anyway, it is break time, so I'm going to go for that break, you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. And Gura, welcome. Good to see you. And I'm going to go for my break. I will be back in 5 minutes. Keep smiling, play nice. If you happen to see a buffalo, don't panic. They'll only chase you if you run. Okay, I'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I've got the camera or microphone on. They're moving the camera, and I guess they're looking for steam. And there is some. It's continuing to steam. And comment that was made. Codyzilla says it looks like 1990s, of course. Yeah, they are running in 720p off of their camera. This is not. This is the government of the United States. Similar to NASA, they're not going to have 4K cameras yet. Unless somebody sends them one, then that might work. And you know how tempting that is. Anyway, lots of fun, and hopefully they will get things, yep, tax dollars hard at work, and they're trying to get every penny out of that 720p camera, so they'll run it till it dies. What have you seen any news from Azores, the swarm earthquakes? Yeah, we looked at that yesterday, and it is, we'll take a look and see if they put it on the map, Joel, and we'll take a look when we get to it. So I'll let us go over to Semeru first, though, and that's what I wanted to do. Semeru, of course, since again they're not recording their streams, this is what it is like right now at this very second. But during the night, does the stream look yellow? Sarah Miles noted this. Yellow? I don't know. I didn't see, well, the one from the other one might have been yellowish, but I don't see anything here. Anyway, I did record that, so I'm going to put in, this is from 3:45 a.m., and that's kind of what it was looking like when the goo was coming out. It didn't flow very far. It stayed up fairly high in the top there. So you have you heard from anybody what little storms in Texas? Yes, Linda, I heard from lots of people down there, and yeah, everybody is okay that I've talked to, and yes, Lucas was okay, as well as Joseph, and of course Mona Lisa and her sister, Punky or whatever she calls herself nowadays, Jody. They're all good, so not a big deal in that sense, and hopefully nobody else got displaced or anything like that. I don't think Lucas made it in here yet, but if Lucas is, hi to Lucas. I didn't see him, and he might be. So, all right. Anyway, that was what we were seeing in the early hours. Of course, at 3:45 a.m., and we'll turn that back off. And this is what it is like right now. 6:41 a.m. there, and we do see a little bit of a fuzz and haze at the top, but I don't think it's anything major or going to affect anything for us up right at the very, very top. So pretty cool that way. And let's go over to Merapi, and I did stop Merapi just earlier, but hang on, let me see if I can put that back. It was actually about an hour earlier that it did that. Yeah, somewhere around here. It was awful cloudy though, and you couldn't see a heck of a lot. They did move it to a single camera view, and you can see that there is some outflow happening there. And of course this was at 23:15 roughly their time, and well, yesterday, today, because they're across the line. Boca Chica girl from Starbase, Texas is okay too. Okay, cool. And glad to hear that, Mars 2028. And very, very happy. Okay, let's move that ahead a little bit and see if we can get out of the clouds fairly quickly there. We did have a little bit more of a view if it catches up here. And I'm just going ahead 10 seconds at a time. I know that's probably a little bit slow. I'd like to go a minute or something. But trying to do that is sometimes not so easy. If we go here, yeah. You can see that the clouds did dissipate a little bit, and there was quite a bit of a lava flow. The reason they switched to that single camera is because the other ones were just clouded over. So they did switch back later on, and this is kind of what we were seeing later on afterwards. That's where I had stopped it roughly. But we did see some output right around here. And let's see, just advance it a little bit so we can get it right onto the right spot. And, or did I go too far and too fast? Come on. We can find it. There, just a little bit of hot lava dribbling down the side of the hill. You can see the two color cameras are showing that okay, and you definitely see it on the thermal or IR down on the bottom left-hand side. So pretty awesome that way, and we like it. And we moved it ahead a little bit more here just to see. Not too terribly much happening there though, so it has quietened down a little bit. And of course we move ahead a little bit further, we can see that it got cloudy again. And that's always a disappointment or a downer. Later on it did clear up, and we did see some more lava flowing, and it wasn't so bad, but not as heavy as what it was in the last couple of days. So it's lightening up again, and that is interesting, and hopefully we will see some more action. But these are continuous outputs usually, which is quite unique, and you know, that they're going and going and going forever and ever. And that gets you back into the daytime, and that is kind of what it looks like just about at present. I will push it all the way to a live state, and that is what it is right now. So 6:47 a.m. there in the Indonesia, and that's on Java. Of course, this is Central Java because it's Merapi. Let's see, a couple more people popped in. Spooky Avocado, welcome. And Pamela Moncure, good to see you. Welcome back, Pamela. Who else came in? We got Julia, we got Linda. Brian Riffy, welcome back. Good to have you on board. Going up a little bit more here. I think I got most of you other good people. If I did miss you, I'll get you somewhere along the way if you're chatting, so not a problem. Anyway, that's kind of what we're seeing there, and not a heck of a lot of action going on in that sense. So let's go over and have a look at Popocatepetl. Since we like Popocatepetl, it's a nice volcano. And it doesn't have any talcum powder on it today. So things are warming up for those people as well. Yay, Popo! And always cool. All right. Other side looks windy for some reason. The camera's shaking. I'm not sure what that's all about, but this side is okay. All right, we looked at that. Let's have a look at a Fuego. Maybe we won't look at Fuego. As you can see, Fuego is in the clouds. And I don't know if we can even see it at any point in time. Oh, hang on. We might be able to see it right there. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Oh boy, that's actually a pretty big eruption coming out of there. Even though we can't see much of it. Darn it. It's always the big ones we miss because of silly things like clouds. But yeah, that's actually a fair size eruption in the dark, in the clouds, popping up. Looks like a monster is putting his hand out there, grabbing things. And that does look pretty awesome and scary at the same time. So if you were up there, yeah, eerie is the right word. And yeah, that is a Fuego doing its wonderful things in the clouds. This is what we normally don't see when we got clouds, right? And everything is hiding. So yeah, it's stretching out definitely, and that definitely was awesome. Okay, so I don't know if there's any more in there like that. I'm just trying to go back a little bit here and see, because they restarted this stream several times, and of course that doesn't leave us much to go back on, so we only got about 3 or 4 hours, 4.5 hours here in total. So if we take it right back, that's kind of the cloud that was building up in there. So hard to look at. All right, we'll put it back to live, and we will take off and go over to Hawaii now, since we looked at Popo, we looked at Fuego, we looked at Merapi, and of course Samaru. So yeah, Hawaii time. There's Hawaii. I like Hawaii. Hawaii is a nice place. They have palm trees. Anyway, there we go. I got it on the right screen. I love looking at that one. This was from 6:06 a.m. And of course, you probably noticed the thumbnail this morning. Of course, that was from Hawaii when our good people, Two Pineapples, were out there doing their thing. And they did have another show from the crater, so they would have been up there at about that time, which is pretty awesome. And if we refresh this to get a current look, that is what it is looking like. We do see the lava level is a little bit lower, just by the height of the shadow on the edges here. Of course, this is the primary output that is flowing into the lava lake, and that, of course, is being fed from underneath here somewhere by some pretty heavy-duty lava feeds. This thing does, you know, it may look small here, but it's quite a big output that it has. Couple of other hornitos here. Of course, these ones, this is built up right over top of that one vent, primary vent. So we're assuming that this is the secondary one, and we've got that lava flow all heading in this direction, or through that hornito here, and heading out, because we see it welling in here, right? So this thing has built up, or continued from yesterday, built up the edges, so that may grow into another hornito. We'll see what happens in the future. It's the same as this one over here. This used to have multiple outputs on the sides. It's just like when we were watching Ragnar way back, and the walls would continually rebuild themselves after it broke itself. So pretty cool to see how they build their own cones back up. All right, next picture, that was this one, and that was again 6:06 a.m. That's what that looked like. Pretty awesome. We're going to refresh it and see what it is now. We got some good sunlight in there so we can see. And our lava lake is pretty much full, and not too much to worry about there. But we can't see in the toe as well. And this thing really hasn't changed. Like, I mean, it's changed quite a bit, but it used to look like a big foot. And that's why I'm calling it a toe here. Pretty awesome though. We do see that it is still doing its thing. And this, of course, was from the early morning. This is the material flowing into the toe hole. Okay. It's just like toe hole. Okay, never mind. All right, this is a current picture. All right, you can see in the bigger lake, it's down a little bit, not that much, probably 2 or 3 feet from the top edge. We do see it pouring into here continuously. The thing is, the lava level is not rising in this little toe hole anymore. It continues to pour in there, and this morning when we were watching, thank you Kate for the 5-minute warning, we were watching it pour in, and at the rate it was pouring in, it should have filled up, and I definitely did not. So it's pouring in and exiting out just as quickly, even though you can't see where it is going. So hey, Joseph Puderer, welcome back, and good afternoon. Cup of hot, what, cup of lava? I love a cup of lava. Not a problem. Anyway, looks pretty awesome to be able to see that. So cool stuff no matter what we're looking at. Let's look at the thermal. This was from 5:58 a.m. In that particular picture, you can't see in the toe hole here, you don't see any hot lava in there at that point in time. The other patches in the front here have cooled off. We do now see a little bit hotter spot over there. These ones are still kind of existing a little bit, but let's see what it looks like right now with it redone. We do see more lava in the main lake here, and we do see that it's a little bit more lit up inside the toe hole, but still not showing any lava levels increasing in there. And again, this is our output. That's that little round hornito that we were looking at, or where it's trying to develop itself, and it just keeps pouring that stuff out, keeping that one wall away. So pretty awesome, and we like what we're seeing there. And since we have 3 minutes, why is this sitting where it is? Let's back that up. This is, oh, I think we might have seen that one yesterday. I don't know. We'll watch it again here. This is one of the USGS videos. I think we may have seen that one yesterday, but then again, that's all good. Hey, why is that not playing? There we go. Yeah, I think we looked at that. It's lava. I like it. And pretty awesome. But I think I want to watch the next one. It'll be cool too, I think. Not sure how long the next one is. This one is apparently about 2.5 minutes. So looking at the time of day, oh, hang on. I should fix that up so we can see that a little bit better. And let's do that way. There we go. Looks a little more awesome. And yeah, very hot lava. Don't touch it. Burbling, gurgling. And we like it. That is awesome to see. And you know, the power behind that, and it's all driven by gas, is really the main thing. Yeah, this was the next video, and or no, that's still part of the same one. I guess we didn't look at this yesterday. That's that Hornito, the primary vent that was outputting before, but it's calmed itself down and rerouted to other spots. But it's still nice to be able to see that definitely pouring out of there. Thank you, Kate, for the 2-minute warning. And I will continue to go with what we've got here. I'm just going to see. We got 93 likes, 75 people in the chat yet. So for those good people, if you have not yet hit that like button, but you are enjoying the show, please do hit that like button. We like to try to get it up to 150 likes today. Would really, really be awesome. Also, if you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, please do think about subscribing if you're enjoying the show so you don't miss any other ones. Don't forget to hit the bell notification, and that way YouTube may send you a notification. If you need to know when the stream is on, you can take a look down in the description. It tells you there very clearly. Also, if you wish to help out and support the stream, you see all those fine people that are green in color. They are definitely good people supporting the stream. And all right, what's going on? I'm trying to keep this going. All right, this was a little bit different. Same vent, just gurgling slightly differently. And anyway, for those good people who are so inclined, if you want to become a member, $2.99 a month is what the thing is on there, and it will turn you green, and then you can get different different colors there when you upgrade as far as that logo behind it. And of course you have access to the other emojis and things like that. So pretty awesome. 01.01. All right, I'm gonna go. It is time for me to go do my thing. So I am going to let that play, and then afterwards I will put you on to one of the other volcanoes while I am on my break. And I see we're just about at 100 likes, so if you guys haven't hit that button yet, please do consider doing that. And what you see on the screen is Kilauea, and it is from 2021, January. So anyway, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm going for a break. I will be back in 5 minutes, and then we'll have some bacon seeds. Yay! I'll be back. Yeah, that looks so awesome, you guys. All you need to do is get your bucket out and scoop up a little bit. That is really, really cool. So, and they're taking some shots of some other areas that are infilling because of the lower areas. So, pretty cool. Yep. Sarah, I think you need a insulated bucket. Lava proof bucket would be really, really good. And glad you guys are enjoying those. And that is pretty awesome. And this, of course, is from the USGS, and that was from the 1st of January 2021. So we will leave that be. We will get over to our bacon seeds. And that is what was next on the agenda. So I don't know what happened when Piggy sent the seeds today. She used a different format, and I don't know if she realized that her whatever device was sending out decided to change the format again, and I had to convert all of the photos, but that's okay. Anyway, first bacon seed here, pretty awesome, and like that little fella, and pretty cute. Okay, and here's bacon seed number 2, and this one is a brown and black spotted little handheld unit. Pretty cool. I like him. Little guy. He looks like he could be awesome. Little friend. Let's see. DJ Puff and at Community Dog Watch Review. Oh, we have a Community Dog Watch Review? Welcome. And let's get on to our next bacon seed. And looks like this guy is having a quick cup of oink. You see it says oink on his cup. That's pretty awesome. Love it. All right, and let's see what else we got here. And don't forget to put some in my cup. All right, we will. Lava in your cup. And here's a couple of reddish brown colored guys, and they look pretty cool. Picture quality isn't the greatest, but I'm sure they're really, really nice piglets. And they look pretty awesome for bacon seeds. So ointment, get your ointment here. Piggy, you're so full of pigs. Ha 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 ha. Okay, Tetra, we got it. It's okay. Yeah. All right, and here we go is our last shot of the day. And here's a little ground sniffer, and he is doing his thing. Gotta love it, and carrying on with life. So that's our bacon seeds for today. I hope you guys enjoyed them, and they were pretty awesome, pretty nice to look at. So really cool. All right, let us throw you over to back to Yellowstone. To our 1990s screen, as Cody called it, and that is pretty cool there. I'm putting it there for a different reason, actually. I'm trying to see if Ta'al is up yet, and still no Ta'al. We may not have a Ta'al volcano today. Neither one of them are showing any live streams, so not sure what to think about that. Maybe it's a holiday there, or who knows. Anything is possible. Let's see. The Master. Ooh, my. Is that? Oh, Sophie. Ah, okay. You see Sophie. All right. No problem. Anyway, continuing on, Kananaskis country also made it in here. Oh, welcome. And Sophie is in here, of course, too. He is my, oh, he's your friend. Oh, very good, Sophie. And glad that you got friends. Speaking of friends and things, I must have some friends somewhere too, because I'm going to show you my weather, and this blew me away today. So there, 17 degrees Celsius here in Edmonton. Is that ever a wow, or is that ever a wow? So pretty wild. And let's see, where else can we go? So we went to Hawaii, we went to Popocatepetl, we went to Fuego, we went to Japan. We had a look at Etna already. I think we went through our list of volcanoes, but we don't see anything new. I'm going to see what we can find up in Alaska, and see if they have any good sites, because I don't know what else to show you. And we're going to see if we do see anything up there. We do have some visibility up there, which is actually good in comparison to what it's normally like, but not as many as shots as I would like to see, of course. And ooh, yeah, we're gonna actually see a volcano or two. Well, two so far. Well, maybe one so far. And let me get these on the screen for you right away. And let's see what we got in this one. Clouds, yeah, they're good, but they're not that good as far as pictures are concerned. So let us, just on the last one here, then I'll flip it over and we'll have a look. Hopefully there will be some that you can actually see. And yep, we do see just a little bit of eruption in Semi doing its thing, but it is not the greatest. So current picture is that. And let me switch it over there. So this is up in Alaska, and of course these are our wonderful Aleutian Islands style of volcanoes. That is their picture of the day. And if we go back to the last 12 hours and hit that and slide all the way ahead, there was a couple spots where you can see through the snow on the lens. Not this one, but this next one. If you're looking in the background, you can actually see the plume rising up there, and that was pretty awesome. This next one, it's a total plume, but you can't see it because of that dirty snow on the lens. And unfortunately, you can kind of sort of see a little bit of it in between, but not so great. And as you can see, that's what the current image of Semi-So-Poch Noi. Boy, I'll get it one of these days. All right. We looked at that one. We wanted to look at this one. We did. Oh, we just looked at this one. So, yeah, there's the one where you can see the plume out on the top and behind here, hiding. So, pretty cool. Let's go to this one. And hey, look, it's Pavlov. You can actually see it for a change, and definitely pretty awesome to be able to see Pavlov like that. And we do have a few shots of it, so nice to see that it was in the clear for a change. So it didn't do anything, but it was in the clear, which is awesome. And let's see, this of course is the Great Sitkans, and if we back that up a little bit, you can kind of sort of see, but there was a cloud in the way, unfortunately, so not as good as we'd like it to be. So I'm going back ahead here, really, really bright with that cloud and the snow. That's pretty awesome, and a little bit of shading there from the clouds. But that's what we've got. So that's what we are looking at up in Alaska, and not a heck of a lot happening on that front. So pretty cool. And let's see if we can see anything else happening down at a quick howdy and happy hump day. Okay, it is Wednesday, isn't it? The 23rd of March. So pretty awesome. Okay, let's flip that over, and we want to go back to Stromboli. Come on, Stromboli. There we go. And hopefully Stromboli will throw some stuff out here. Etna, I checked on Etna. Etna is in the clouds, so we're not going to be able to see Etna at all. And Stromboli is being kind of quiet and sensitive today for some reason. I'm not sure why. So kind of makes you wonder. Anyway, looking pretty good that way, and I'm still working on trying to see if they magically came online with Ta'al. Maybe they're just getting up late. I don't know. Maybe is Wednesdays a sleep-in day for them in the Philippines? Just asking, guys. I've never been there, so could be something part of their culture, you know. I don't know if anybody's ever been there, but do let me know. That would be interesting. So, okay, we got that. Let's see, where else can we go and look and see what we've got? Boy, we're kind of not batting 100 here as far as what's available, as far as volcanoes doing anything. Oh, fun, fun, fun. Okay, well, since we're not seeing a heck of a lot of that stuff, let's go do something a little bit different. And I want to find my right page here. Might be this guy. And we will go on to that page. Okay, so rather than worrying about what the other stuff is, here is our Smithsonian USGS weekly volcanic activity report from the 9th to the 15th. I know it's the 23rd, and the new report was supposed to be out today, but they say usually it's in the afternoons. I could actually refresh this and just see. If you guys did want to go take a look at this, and this is at the Smithsonian, I will drop the link in the chat right now, just so you have that same page. There's a lot of wonderful information on it there, and we will see if it changed. Yep, it did. Wonderful. So it does show the update. They say it's usually in the afternoons. So anyway, these are wonderful volcanoes that are erupting, and you can see up top one here. This is central Kamchatka. That is up on the peninsula. It first started in May 21 of 2010, but new eruption, okay, an explosive eruption began 3:10 a.m. On the 15th of March, producing ash plumes. Okay, raised the Cavert raised the aviation corridor color code to orange, and but it is red now. We know that. And the second highest level of a 4-color code, we know it's already moved up, so it is red now because of the full eruption. So This isn't the latest and greatest, but it does tell you where the things are. And central Chile, this guy here, this also went off, and it's pretty cool to be able to see that information. And again, you guys can get at that by going to that link I dropped, and that is the volcano.si.edu, and that is Smithsonian. And here they show the other ones that are on the way up or doing things, higher or heightened alert levels. Is the Azores still code red? I don't know if which one was in the Azores. Let me see if we can find it on here. I think it. I don't think it was put to red yet. I think it was put to yellow. It was never red as of yet. So we'll see. But looking at these ones, Rapuapehu in New Zealand, that's the one that's kind of, they put that one or upped it from a green to an orange, or sorry, green to a yellow. I don't know about Manam in New Guiana. That is a new one on me, so I will have to do a little bit of research on that. That is this guy, March 15th to 17th, ash plumes rose 3 kilometers, 10,000 feet. So that's what they're seeing off of that guy, and that is interesting. The ones in the Congo are pretty cool. Let's see. White Island is down here, New Zealand. I'm looking for the other one, the St. Vincent, Soufriere in St. Vincent, still considered active even though they've taken it off and not showing it anymore. Here's Semi is on there as well. This is one of the other ones in Kamchatka on the peninsula, central Kamchatka. And let's see, we're going up the list, looking for, this is Pavlov continuing, Congo is continuing, Chile is continuing, and Luoltolok continuing there, Hawaii still going. So yeah, and that's the eastern Kamchatka. So we got all three in Kamchatka Peninsula are erupting. So there, and then down the list here a little bit more. Pretty neat. Let's see what this guy looks like. That's pretty, isn't it? If we look at that, and that shows you a couple of calderas there. That's pretty neat. Pretty neat, you guys. But again, you can experience that yourself if you wish, and that is by going over to the Smithsonian Institute, and that is volcano.si.edu, and you can get at that. So again, I'll drop that link just so you have it. And there's no mysteries and nothing hidden here, so you guys have access to everything. All right, Poppet, what? Poppet on the loose again? Uh-oh. I hope Poppet is not on the loose. Did Poppet time somebody out? Is the volcano in the Azores still code yellow? So, Azores, I'm going to take a look and see if we can actually go to the other volcano map. That is this guy. And yeah, Azores is yellow, and that's that Sao George volcano. And they are still calling it in a state of unrest. So hopefully that helps. Mars 2028. And let's see what else we got here. What? Maui Me spotted a cat in a lurker's lounge. Uh-oh, it's Mittens. Oh, crazy cat, not Poppet. Okay, Mittens, what are you doing in the Lurkers Lounge? All right, no problem. We'll leave Mittens in there. Let's have a quick look at earthquakes. Actually, we'll save that one. We'll look at this one first, and then we'll get pretty close to our break time. This, of course, is the USGS earthquake map. You guys can go there, and it's very easy to get to. And I will also copy that link and drop it in here. Again, it's one of the USGS sites, so you guys should be able to find it fairly easily. And I see Arizona Snowman also put the EMSC earthquake map on there. They have a lot that the USGS doesn't cover, so both are very, very good for certain things. Anyway, seeing we had a 6.0 down here by Vanuatu. That is a fair size. And if we zoom in here, we see these red dots. Those are the latest ones, of course. 4.9 on that portion of Indonesia. And that is doing its thing. If we go zoom in here a little bit more, the Philippines and Taal would be somewhere around here. Hang on, am I on? There's Taal. That's Taal Lake, and that is Taal, the volcano. And just so you guys know, that's Manila. Okay, very close to a very big population, and that's what we've got there. This guy out here was a 4.6, happened at 1407 their time, of course, and that was today, so not too old. This one was older, of course. That was from the 17th. We won't even bother with that. This little newer, 5.1, as we move northward here, and San Vicente in the Philippines, another one of the islands, I guess. And then we move up here to Taiwan. That is the island of Taiwan. And we zoom in a little bit. We don't want to zoom in too far, but they did have some more earthquakes here. So we have this 5.8 here. And I'm a little confused because in the other map, they're showing a 6.0 up here. And I'm not sure if USGS downgraded it. If you remember, this is the 6.7 here, and this should be a 6.0. They've downgraded that to a 5.8 as well. There's the other 4.7 is the latest one that they've had, and that was today at 1445. So that's kind of what we're looking at there at the coast of Taiwan, and kind of makes you wonder what the heck is going on there. We do see up here in Japan, and just north of where our little cluster was, there was another one, a 4.4, and now that one isn't that big, but still it's up there. And this was the other one where we had that very large 6.7 before in this area. So that's already old enough that we're not seeing the 6.7 anymore on the map. And as we move up, and here's, of course, this is the Kamchatka Peninsula. So we do see a couple of older quakes up here, 4.4 on that one, and we see this guy here, 4.0, and here's another one, 4.2. So those are all there, and there's another one, 4.1. And that peninsula, of course, has got the 3 volcanoes that are active. If we go look here, oh, they did reduce one of them. They were all red before, and I guess they did knock it back down to one back down to orange. I didn't even notice that. So that was red yesterday. It is no longer. So pretty awesome. And of course, here's our Aleutian Islands and Pavlov and Great Sitkins, Semi, and over here is Davidoff on that end. All right, zoom out a little bit. We will go back to this afterwards, and we will probably refresh it in the meantime. I am going to see if I can find you a volcano to put you onto, and we'll have a quick look. I don't think that one will work. The gray screen is nice, but not that nice. All right, that one is nice, but we're not seeing anything there either. We do see a bunch of steam coming over at Yellowstone. It's not Old Faithful, but there is a lot of steam coming out, and I think I will leave you there. So, hey, that's not the right one. Try this other one. All right, I misclicked. There we go. We're back to our 720p, or it might even be 480 or something like that. Anyway, you guys, no worries. I'll leave it here for the duration of the break, and then we will move it around and see what else we can find. For right now, I am going to go take that break. What we are trying to do, though, is get up to 150 likes. I don't know who hasn't hit the like button yet, but we're trying real hard. We've got a half hour to kind of hit our goal here, and hopefully it will happen within that time. So, DJ Puff groans. Why do you groan? You're not growing. Anyway, for those good people who haven't hit that like button, give it a shot. And for those newcomers, if you have not yet subscribed, do consider giving it a subscription if you feel that we've earned that. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I am going to go for a 5-minute break. I will be back after that, and then we will look at some more stuff. Don't go away. Keep smiling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on, and thank you for sticking around. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. Presently on the screen, of course, is one of the geysers out at Yellowstone, and yeah, well, I've had some people say that the smoke or steam actually looks kind of yellowish. Two things involved there. One is the sun is starting to set, so it is getting lower down, and it may be looking through some dirty, what do we want to call it? Atmosphere, for the lack of better words. On a lower angle, of course, as the sun goes down, it's looking through more of that atmosphere. Just before it gets to its setting stage, and that causes it to change color slightly. Attempting to train? What? Maui me, are you attempting to train? Okay. There were, let's see, there was a bunch of things going on here. Somebody had some pralines. Whoever had the pralines, I want some, but if they're a cat, I don't want them. And I guess puka is the other one. I don't know what pukas taste like, but pralines are usually pretty good if they're nice chocolate. All right, I seen that in there. It's funny. It's cats. All right, let us go around and see where. Let's go to the SO2 map because I want to see something. Because the color discoloration here, I'm curious if the SO2 map shows higher levels of stuff over North America. Actually, it doesn't. Oh, wow. And let me click on that map. So, yeah, when we're looking in this area, we don't see very much SO2 in here at all. So, interesting that we are still getting a very discolored sunlight on there. Pretty cool, but weird. Anyway, SO2 map, we'll do the northern hemisphere first since we're already looking at North America. We'll do that real quick from central on up, and we'll start down here. We know Costa Rica and Nicaragua, they've got some volcanoes. Guatemala's got Fuego, so that's where some of that is coming from. Mexico City definitely causing some of its own going out into the Gulf. And just south of Mexico City, by about 70 kilometers, is where Popocatepetl is located. So that's what we get there. This is industrial pollution, so we'll leave that alone. Anyway, that's kind of it for North America. We do see a little bit over here on the eastern portions, but I don't think that's going to do much. It's going to blow by fairly quick. Not seeing so much coming off of the Kamchatka Peninsula. We had quite a bit before, but it seems to have simmered down somewhat. So that is a good sign. And as we carry on the northern hemisphere, we do see China with their regular pollution, and we've got more pollution happening in some of these other areas. Not sure what's going on right there, and that's Kazakhstan. I think that's somewhere close to where they launched the rockets from, so I don't know if that might be what that is. Test firings or something. And sliding a little bit more over into Europe. Of course, we do, first thing we look at here is the big Italian boot. So there's Italy, and there's Sicily, and of course right there on Sicily is where Etna is, and then you've got not Popocatepetl, you got Volcano out in the islands here, as well as Stromboli. And between those three, they're causing that little plume here going out in that direction. and heading onto the Sahara, some of it blowing this way. Piggy's house, of course, is over here. She's got dirty stuff happening there. Some of that pollution flowing over top of Turkey, I guess. Yeah. And anyway, looking in Europe, it's not too bad. England got a lot of SO2. Ireland pretty clean right now. If we go look down a little bit here, we don't see anything out in the Canary Islands at all. And when we go out here, this is our suspect here. We know it hasn't gone off. We don't see any SO2 plumes. So that is going to be interesting to see and watch what happens in the future. I did want to go back to that other earthquake map later, so we'll take a look at it. All right, let's move down to southern hemisphere and South America. We do know that here in Colombia we got a couple. There's a lot more stuff coming off of out here. I wonder if there's another volcano that kicked in. We did have the one in central Chile that was going, so that may be what this is, the one that's erupting in Chile. Not sure if any of that is from Wolf Volcano right there, but this looks like it's coming from about here and moving outward with the addition of the other stuff from these other guys, and it's all packing up and building up there. As we slide along, we'll zoom into here's the Tonga area, and of course Hunga Tonga and Tofua are both still listed on there, doing their thing. If we go into this area here, just to the west, this is Yasur, and its two friends over here, so that's what's causing those. This is White Island volcano, and it is off-gassing here. The other one is somewhere right around here. We'll take a look at the map again fairly quickly, and as far as the volcanoes on there, and we'll see what color code they've got on there now. Anyway, looking at Australia is pretty much clear with the exception of the eastern side. Looking here, things aren't too bad. Of course, Indonesia is still got quite a bit of that SO2 floating above it because of the amount of volcanoes. Krakatoa being on the end close to Jakarta here, and then you've got Merapi in the middle, and Semeru on the other end. This mess down here probably from Leo to Lok and that side. And as I was mentioning, this of course is right there, big heavy duty city, and so we've got population SO2 as well as SO2 from the volcano Ta'al. So that's about it for the southern hemisphere. We pop over real quick. We see southern or areas of Africa here, South Africa, industrial area, and then we get up here, and of course we know this is in the DR Congo area, doing its thing, and off-gassing fairly heavy as far as that volcano is concerned. Erta Ale, right about there, still giving some off-gas. The rest is kind of pollution junk. You can always tell where the major cities are and stuff. This down here I'm a little confused with. I don't know why it would be here. Maybe just drifted down, or is that close to, I thought Erebus is over here, so I don't know if that's, maybe I'm wrong, maybe Erebus is here. No, I thought Erebus is over here, so we'll have a look at that. And anyway, let's pop over to the weather map. I'm going to refresh that one. Actually, while that is, oh, that refreshed real quick. Okay, I was going to say, while that's refreshing, we'll look at the other map for a second. The volcano map, actually, we'll go over there right now, since I have that in mind and don't want to forget that. So, yeah, when we look at down here, we do see the other one here in New Zealand, considering it went from a green to a yellow. So we're showing two, White Island and this Ruapenu or Pihu. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll have to listen to what the other guys are calling it, but we'll give it a whirl. And that was what we were looking at there. The other ones here, so Liotoluk is still a red and erupting, Samaru and Marapiar, and they've got Krakatoa back down to a yellow. So not going to see too much. And then as we were talking about the Kamchatka, the peninsula, yesterday they were all in red. Today this one in the middle is calmed down again, and they've put them back to orange. And this one was in yellow yesterday, I believe, and they've upped it. So interesting to see nonetheless. Okay, just wanted to check those real quick. And oh, the other one I want to check is, I should go the other way here. Yeah, this guy here, Seo George Island. And if we zoom in, we can see that it is where it's located there. So just so we kind of have the idea, that is where it's actually located, just about smack dab in the middle of the island. And it does have a fault running right along here, along this ridge. So that's something to be aware of. So what actually happens is this plate will move that way, and this side will move this way, and it opens up the fissures and allows magma to seep up and come out and become lava. So pretty cool. Anyway, let us get back over to the weather map and finish that guy off. So North America looking a lot better than what it has in the last little while. We are starting to see some warmer temperatures, as you can see here, sneaking up into Canada. That's absolutely wonderful. Spring is going to come eventually for us, and I like it. As we're going across the north here, we see that we've got a bad spin up there, but not too big of a deal. We'll do north and south hemispheres. It's easier. Looking at Europe, fairly warm, and of course being warmer all the time, since we are heading into the spring and summer season. We see everything on all those different countries. Everybody looks good. A little cold in Italy though, and this whole area. This should be warmer here. It really should be. And I'm surprised it hasn't warmed up a whole bunch more. And of course, when you're looking at Iceland, we're getting some of that Gulf Stream air pushing in on there. They are getting some beautiful temperatures in some spots, and nice to see. So 7 degrees, Reykjavik has got 7 degrees. That's awesome, and very warm for them. A lot of that snow will be melting. And as we continue on, like I said, we do see Canada is warming up a bunch, and of course Edmonton, where I am, showing 11 degrees Celsius today, right now, from the 17 we had earlier. Anyway, let's slide down a little bit, and we will go across the southern hemisphere and central equatorial regions. Looks like Brazil has got really nice temperatures, and we've got some other countries here. Is that Bolivia in here? Or is that Bolivia? I can't remember what... I think this is Bolivia. What is this country? Things that make you... Okay. Argentina. Bolivia. Oh, is that Guyana? No, Guyana's up here. One of these guys. And French Guiana. I don't know what it is. Oh, well. Anyway. Geology, not always, or geography, not always the best. Some places I just don't know. Haven't been there, so I don't know. I'll have to go there. As we go cruising along across the Pacific, we see some very warm air, really nice. Hawaii's got some breezing coming across it, but it is getting the colder air from up north here rather than warm flow from down south. And as I mentioned here, we're seeing higher temperatures in Australia, at least northern Australia. And it looks like southern is cooling off a little bit, about the same as what we would have over in New Zealand. So not too bad. A few storms out here in the Indian Ocean, and yeah, some awesome temperatures in those areas. So if you want warm places, pick an island out here. Stay away from Madagascar, though. It gets a lot of storms. Okay. Although I'd love to go there. It really is an intriguing place. And as we see down here, it's not so bad. Okay, switching to precipitation, and want to zoom out just a little bit, and we'll look at the southern hemisphere first. We do see a whole bunch of storms down south, and this time of year that would be very probable. And as we see, we still have a storm going all the way across the Pacific and coming back down and hooking into New Zealand, and they're probably right in the eye of one right there. Hopefully it's not anything major. And down here you can see snow in lots of places, so don't want to be there. And here's another big storm out in the middle of nowhere. Let's go up north, and we'll look at the northern hemisphere real fast. Here is what's happening with Iceland. Of course, they're getting the warmer temperatures out in some of the coastal areas, but the inner areas are still seeing some snow. Still cold enough to be producing that snow. If we look at Europe in general, it looks not bad in most of Europe. Down here in Spain, though, Aurelio, take cover. Another storm coming, okay? Lots of rain, and definitely, I'm not sure which direction that's going to move, but that is messing things up for Spain and Morocco, and it is what it is. As we slide over to North America, we do see some snow in the Rockies in BC, and up further northern Alberta and the Yukon, or Northwest Territories, I should say, as well as up top here, going into some of the other islands north of Hudson's Bay. And looking down here, and Florida, of course, and we got a big storm. This was that system that moved through. That is all of this stuff that was through Houston or Texas the other day. It all moved up north and to the east. So they're getting the remnants of that now. So possibly some lake effect snow in some of these areas. Looks pretty cool. And looking at the storms, here's a nasty one just off of the coast of Japan. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that. Big downpours. And here's those other ones down in the Indian Ocean. And yeah, we're down here by, I guess, Guinea or whatever they call it, and those areas are getting stormed out as kind of normal, I guess. So anyway, that is our weather bit there, and hopefully that makes a whole bunch of sense. I do want to pop back over to the other map, this one here, and we do actually, oh, hang on, why is that not working? There we go, it's switched now. So that being out in the Azores, and we're going to zoom out on that a little bit, just so you can kind of see where it is. And that's, boy, that's actually far away from everything. And there it is. Okay, so, pardon me. All right, so yeah, we can see our Astra and of course Ragnar Fragerdelfjall there. So this CO George, going to be interesting if that one continues. If we look at the other map here, and this of course is now, I've switched to the EMSC map, and if we zoom in right there, we can see that we still have a whole bunch of earthquakes in the area, and including out in the water, a little bit of activity, 2.7, and it's interesting to see. So again, our our volcano is supposed to be almost here in the middle, and I think it's somewhere right about there. So for them to be getting all these earthquakes here makes me wonder if they might have an eruption in a different location. Because if we look on the map showed it there. Let's have another look if we zoom in. Unless they've got it in the wrong spot, or I'm seeing the wrong thing. And so yeah, if we look, we can see it's right about there. So Canada de Africa, I never knew that was there. Just out there. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, that's the volcano there. So if we go back to the other map, they don't show that Canada thing, so but that's right around here somewhere. So it would be right in this area, and makes a guy wonder what the heck is going on. But we'll keep an eye on this one, because it is interesting to see if we have another one popping out there like what we had at basically Cumbre Vieja kind of thing. Would be interesting and neat to see, and hopefully not too many people get displaced or anything like that, and hopefully things will be good. All right. And we did not check on La Palma since I mentioned it. I might as well have a quick look. I'm going to refresh that though, because I'm not sure how good that material was. So here we go. We see our bigger ones down here have been gone. They're older than 3 days. This is fairly new, 2.8 on this one. And that's out in the middle of nowhere. And kind of makes you wonder what it's doing. But let's zoom in on La Palma anyway and have a quick look. We are seeing a little bit of an uptick in activity here. We've got 3 2-point somethings earthquakes that are, okay, that one is 20 kilometers down, this one is 14, and that one is 10 kilometers down. So a little bit more activity there, and always makes a guy wonder, are we going to see something happening in the future? And the star volcano, or the star right there, the 1.2, is just about right on Cumbre Vieja. So it gives you a pretty good idea where it's located. That could be a settling thing, but hang on, if we click on that, does it say? Yeah, it's 4 kilometers down, so that definitely could be something related to Cumbre Vieja all the way. And okay, I think it is time to wrap it up for today. I'm going to go around and see what we can find real quick that is active. That's not doing anything. What about Merapi? Come on, switch to Merapi. There we go. Not doing nothing. Not doing nothing. Okay. Do we want to end on? Let's see what we got at Yellowstone right now. Where are they pointing? Oh, they got more yellow steam. Yellow steam. Maybe something happened to the water. Don't drink the water at Yellowstone. Okay. The quiet before the storm. I'm hoping. I'm going to leave it here since it's all steamy and hot and stuff and doing its thing. So we'll wrap it up. It is time. Thank you very much. For those people who have not yet hit the like button, let's see if we can at least get it up to 140. I know 150 is a stretch. Let's see if there's 3 of you out there that haven't hit the button yet, that have enjoyed the show. Please do consider hitting that like button. That would be really, really awesome, and I'd like to see it go up just a little bit more. There's one of them. Only need a couple more. So if you haven't hit that button yet, please help us out. And it really does make a big difference with the YouTube analytics. So that would be awesome. And don't drink H2O. DJ Puff, you're absolutely right. Dihydrogen monoxide is not good for you. Okay, on that note, thank you everyone for being here, and glad that you're all here. Really do enjoy doing this, so thank you very kindly to each and every one of you, especially our good people that are supporting the stream by having the membership. You guys are awesome. But everybody in here, of course, is a part of the big lava family. It doesn't matter if you're a moderator or green in color or just gray colored, whatever. Everybody is part of that big lava family, and I'm very, very happy that we have this wonderful community here. And I thank all of you for being here. We don't have any super chats or new members today, but that is quite all right. Like I said, a big shout out to our supporters, and thank you very much to all of you. Big thank you to our moderators, and Arizona Snowman handled it fairly well, since he is the only one left standing or sitting or whatever. I think the other ones are all horizontal. And I'm sure if I started whispering, I'd cause some problems, so I won't. I'm going to keep talking nicely, and this way Piggy will not wake up. Okay, you guys, thank you all for being here. And again, I do appreciate each and every one. So thank you kindly. Be good. Take care of yourselves. And hopefully everything will be good, and we'll see each and every one of you tomorrow. So for now, have a good night, and please make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Good night, everyone. Take care, and thank you for being here. Oink, oink.